Okay, so even though I can't post, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and record. I know it's gonna be kind of outdated. I like to do it, as stuff is going, but there's stuff going on today that I feel like I need to talk about, even though it's gonna be old by the time I get to post it. To wake up to the, there's so many stuff, so many things I can't even say, and they're boxed me in more and more. So I got to be so careful about the words that I say. But I'll just one thing is what's going on over here, like I've said, about how all of the, when we're being saturated, and they have the atmosphere, and then it saturates us. And then, I said, like, that artificial thing turns on, and then people come out, and then they go get all of that stuff on their clothes and whatnot, and then they go back in and sit and breathe it and have it on their skin and in their hair and everything else, in your eyes. I'm telling you, it gets in your eyes. And then those things, the towers, I know they've turned them on. And like I was saying a few days ago, that something was weird. Like I was having this tight band around my head, and the not being able to sleep, and this loud buzzing. It's not just a buzzing and a stabbing or something. There's so much noise that it's disturbing. It is like a loud, like, in your head. I mean, in your ears, it's like this. In each ear, it's a different pitch, but it's like, oh, ooh. So you have all this noise going in there and scrambling, and it's like you can't think. You can't gather your thoughts. And then plus it does something where it makes you kind of feel dizzy. Like you can't eat. You can't sleep. I've been up since 1:30. There's something it's doing. It affects us more than what you would think. And the thing is, since like I feel I'm sensitive, and I have a certain sensitivity and a certain awareness that some people don't seem to have. But I would say, like, if they turn these on in all of the different cities, we would definitely see a zombie outbreak, because I don't think people would think, they wouldn't be thinking about, what is this noise? What is this noise? It just makes you feel like, oh. So we're going to have a lot of anger outbursts. There'll be a lot of domestic violence, a lot of, I don't know, I would imagine a lot more crime and a lot more suicide. I mean, this is making me go crazy. And it's horrible. It's just like you just want it to turn off. You just want it to stop, and it won't stop. So I think, that people that don't know what is going on, that it's gonna have some bad effects on some people. So I think it will seem like some zombies and people out of control. We just got to see what's gonna happen. I mean, I didn't think that we would start being hit with so many things. Like, I mean, they are throwing everything at us, but it is, oh my gosh, it's a lot. But I had another experience this morning that I wanted to say, because when I'm just been in a horrible mood. For one thing, this noise that I can't get out of my head, and it's like a band. I don't know if I already said that, but it's like a band going around your head, so you keep getting a headache. And I think I said dizzy and stuff. And I kept saying I felt really scattered, all those days. It's like, I think they just keep turning it up or something, or I don't know. I don't understand how they do this stuff, or what's all the way happening. But something is going on. And I have been saying for so long, I think they layer certain things, like put certain chemicals and layer them up, and then bring in the frequency to cause the chaos. So I don't know, but it sucks. And one thing, there's a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about, but one of the things I just wanted to say, because I've been really, just spinning out in my own head about this, getting censored again, and the way they can just put you on suspension. I've already been suspended so many times and lost accounts, and then they put you on suspension. And especially the weird thing is the video I shared, the thing I was trying to share about it was the person was talking about the frequencies and what it's doing to her. And I was like, oh my God, this is just what I'm talking about. And so I was sharing it for that, and I didn't notice that she said a word, that word several times, but she wasn't talking about that. She was talking about something else. They have certain words and certain chemicals and certain things we're not allowed to talk about. And, it's just the way it is. And it's the ones that they don't want us to talk about, are the ones that we need to talk about. But, they're got us caged in. I don't know. But so I've been spinning out today, I'll tell you, in my head and getting really stuck in my own head and just in my own thoughts, And so again, I wanted to say this, that is, it is what so many people are breaking free from right now, they've all been stuck in their own heads, that they have all been like so consumed with what's going on in their life. Who are they trying to please? What are they trying to do here and there? That they haven't been really living their life. They've just been living inside of here. And this is the expansion coming out of there. So I, noticed, because again, I'm in there doing something. And then when I come out of it, it's like, I am very aware of the shift going back and forth out of what I would call the 3D, 4D, 5D, whatever you want to call it. But I am really aware of the shift, where I'm at and what I'm doing, because it's all your state of consciousness. And so when I go into that kind of like where you are just really lost in your thoughts, it's not like meditation. It's more because this is irritation. I'm irritated about the the censorship and how much control they have over us and how much people won't listen. And even when I try and talk about this, and there's more crises in my family, and when I try and say, I'm having a hard time out here with this stuff, and they think that I'm crazy, I'm just making stuff up. I've been dealing with this since 2020, when I started saying that they were lying about the stuff they were saying on TV about all sorts of stuff that I knew. I mean, I think anatomy and physiology was one of my favorite classes. It was hard as shit. It was so interesting. Like, you take certain classes, you're just really intrigued. You understand how some things work. So I may not be able to explain it perfectly, how the body works inside, but I understand how it works. And I understand how they're interfering with it. And I understand how they created addiction. I understand how they are creating all sorts of diseases, and people think that they've got a sickness and they really don't. But anyways, when I was lost in my own thoughts and I'm thinking about, I don't even know what I was thinking about, probably being pissed off. And then all of a sudden I realized, like, oh, wait a minute, here I am, I'm in my kitchen. Oh, Stella, where's Stella? And I've had this happen so many times, all the time, because I really get lost in my own thoughts here. Not normally just in the 3D thoughts of like how, this place is hell. More usually I'm just outside of it and just living out in my little fantasy world. And I don't know if this interference, because it's weird. Like when I close my eyes, I start seeing all sorts of images and stuff. So I don't know if this frequency thing is an interference to like meditation or something. I'm really having a hard time with, I don't know, visualizing or communication or something. I feel really cut off somehow. So I don't know. I feel really weird. I've been saying this for a couple days. So, it feels weird. And, but I really notice these changes when you go into like one reality and then you split into the next one. And then all of a sudden having to pull in like, oh, I'm here with Stella. Where is she? Oh yeah, she's out. I have to like go and figure it out. It's kind of like reorient to where I'm. And I think that's kind of, and I talked about this such a while back about with Alzheimer's, how I thought that they showed that so good in that one movie of the going from reality to reality, because it's so much like that for Alzheimer's person. You know, they are able to switch from reality to reality, even if the people who are around them don't realize that they're somewhere else, that, you know, their body can still be sitting there, but they aren't there. And they are in different times of their life or different time periods. Hold on. And it is making, I swear to God, it's making Stella crazier. But anyways, that reorienting. So when you are noticing, like when you shift from how you're focused on what you're focused on, like the day when I said I was out doing the rocks and stuff and I was focused on that. I really need to put my sunglasses on. And then how it was like coming out of that different reality into this one, and then having to reorient. And then I like have to do that all the time. And it could be, you know, like because my brain injury broke that part, so now it's really obvious to me, what has not become obvious to us normally, so I can explain it. Because any of that kind of stuff, the reason I would be able to explain it is because it's something that we all need to grow in our awareness of. So, because there is something about, and it is about that being in the now moment, staying present, keeping your thoughts to where you are and what's going on. And since I'm alone, you know, I have a lot of shifting around. Like, I can be lost in my own thoughts. I could be, you know, fantasizing. I could be, you know, all different things. Maybe I'm up doing stretches and thinking about like how my body feels. Maybe, you know, it's just all different things when you're by yourself. You don't have so much interruption. But pay attention to that in your own life, of when you are just focused on something or you're lost in your thoughts, how that is a complete reality of its own. That is where you are living at that time. And then when you pull back in, then you re-enter that reality. Because once we learn how to master that process, that's going to be a part of shifting timelines and time travel and all that stuff, I think. So now she's back. Now she wants back in. So anyways, I just wanted to put that out there because I was having those couple things go. But I won't be able to post this for a week or so. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.